Hey guys and girls, welcome to video review number 2. We're going to build a little bit off of what I went over in my last video, which was treble and bass clef and some note names, a few vocabulary words. But today we are going to focus on chords, what they are, and how to build a chord. And we're going to focus on building a chord in bass clef today. If you can remember back to just before school closed, you guys actually took a quiz on this. So again, it is review. It's been a while, but it is review. So, okay, chords, spelled C-H-O-R-D-S, okay? Or AKA, as I like to say, building your snowman. And if the weather would ever cooperate, we wouldn't have to worry about building a snowman outside, just on our bass clef. We'll see. Hopefully it'll warm up soon, right, guys? Okay, so chords, aka your snowman. Remember I say you build your snowman because a chord needs at least 3 notes. So you build your 3 notes and you've got your little snowman. So let's focus on how to build your 1 chord, your 4 chord, and your 5 chord just in the key of C in bass clef. We're not going to worry about other key signatures for today because we only worried about the key of C in the first place at school so far. So, okay, so to find your 1 chord in the key of C, let's first write out the scale. So it would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then if you remember what happens after B, we start back at C. So I won't put that on there for now, but so you have all your letters in the scale. So now we're going to find the 1 chord and build that. Well, if it starts on C, C equals 1. That's easy enough to start. So let me draw my 5 lines, 4 spaces, make a little bass clef here. And we're starting on 1, C. So let's put C on the bass clef. So that's our 2nd space. But how do we build the snowman from here? We need at least 3 notes total. So we've got 1, we need 2 more. All right, we started on the 2nd space. And whatever you start on, whether it's space or line, that's what you continue on to build your snowman. So if we're on a space, then we know the next 2 notes come on the next 2 spaces. So we're going to build up from there on the next space and the space after that. Then we'll talk about what letter names those are. That's simple enough. Even if you don't know the names, if you can find that first note or it's given to you, you can figure out the rest to build your snowman. So anyway, we have C, which is 1. Now this is the part where we have to figure out, well, what are those other letters? What are those other notes that we put in there? If C is 1, we need to figure out the 3 and the 5. And we went over this, so this should be kind of familiar to you guys. So C is 1, and to figure out 3, we're just going to count the letters. 1, 2, 3. C, D, E. Okay, so E is 3. So that would make 5 what? C, D, E, F, G. That would make 5G. So I'll show you real quick. There you go. There's your 1 chord. Okay. Erase that quickly. Now we need to find the 4 chord and the 5 chord. So next up is 4 chord. All right, so we always go back to the beginning to figure out what we start the chords on, which means C. We go back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so C is 1. D is 2, E is 3, and F is 4. Okay. So remember, the 4 chord begins on F, but now that makes F number 1 for building your chord. So F is 1. We need to find 3 and 5. There's F, 1. Okay. Now we need 3 and 5. I'll draw them in because it's just building on top of the spaces. So F is 1, G is 2, A is 3, which is what we need. We have F, A. What's 5? Well, okay. F, G, A, B is 4. So we start back at the beginning. C is 5. Okay. Now last one, the 5 chord. So C is 1, F is 4. Pretty simple to figure out. 5. G. G is 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ooh, so now we get to show a chord on lines. Doesn't make it any more complicated other than it just starts on a line, so your next two notes will also be on a line. So there you go. There's your G. Let's figure out what the 3 is. Okay, so G is 1. That makes B 3. And it makes, if you count through your alphabet, D would be 5. If we were sitting in a classroom together, I would have you guys figure out the letters and the numbers. But since I can't see all of your lovely faces, I'll just give you the answers for once. Okay, so there you go. There's your G, B, D, your 1, 3, and 5 for your 5 chord. And I know that is, again, so much information to throw at you all at once, but go ahead and review back and rewind the video as many times as you need to just sort of absorb that. And next time I make a video, I will actually show you how these chords are played definitely on keyboard, and I might throw in a few surprise instruments as well, so you can see what chords actually sound like, not just look like on paper, but what they sound like and what they look like on an instrument, which you guys were doing really well with. You were playing keyboard and ukulele and rocking at it. So I will show you that in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay well, love you lots.